Hi students, let us continue the problem of traveling salesman person problem. So in the previous video we have just written the formula for calculating the shortest path minimum cost from starting from vertex 1 to visiting the another vertex. So this is a formula. So from this we have already calculated this part. This is let's take this is a part 1 and this is a part 2 and this is a part 3. Finally we will substitute all the values here. So the one we already calculated. So that is this. So for g of 2 of 3 comma 4 we get the value as 25. Now take the second equation, that is g of 3 c13 we already know from the given adjacent matrices. So we have to calculate g of 3 comma 2 4. Okay, now let us start the second equation, that is g of 3 comma 2 of 4. So by applying the same equation, minimum of C32 plus G of 2 comma 4 and C34 plus G of 4 comma 2. So by applying the formula we will get like this, means I comma set S. So this formula, from this we know C32 and C34 by seeing the adjacent matrices. So C32 we know that and C34 also we know that. So but we don't know what is this G of 2 4 and G of 4 2. Now let us calculate the first G 2 comma 4 and substitute those values here. So apply the same formula, minimum of C24 plus G of 4 comma 5. So minimum of C24 is 10 and G of 4 comma 5 already we calculate, that is 10 plus 8 we'll get 18. Okay, and next G of 4 comma 2, let us take G of 4 comma 2, that is the minimum of C42 plus G of 2 comma 5, minimum of 8 plus 5, so 13. So now substitute these values here in this equation. Finally G of 3 comma 2 4, for this second equation we get minimum of C32 is 13 plus G of 2 comma 4 is 18 comma C34 is 12 plus the cost of that traveling to that city is 12 and G42 is 13. So from this the minimum value is 41 comma 25, the minimum is 25. So second value is also we get. Now calculate the third equation. So that is the third. So we have to be, second is also we got. Now we have to calculate this third one. Third consists G of 4 comma 2 of 3. So that we calculated G comma 4 2 of 3. So don't be confused, just we are taking one by one in the equation and substituting those values there. So apply the same formula, C42 plus G of 2 comma 3, C43 plus G of 3 comma 2. So we don't know about these values, so now calculate these values, G of 2 of 3. So applying the formula, minimum of C23 plus G of 3 comma 5. From this we will get 9 plus 6. So this is the 9 and this value is the 6, total 15. And this is G of 3 comma 2. Apply the formula, minimum of C32 plus G of 2 comma 5. That is 23. This is C32 is 13 plus 5 will get 18. Now substitute these values here. So the final G of, this is the fourth one, 2 comma 3 will get minimum of C42 is 8, G23 is 15 comma C43 is 9 and G32 is 18. So minimum of 23 comma 27, the minimum value is 23. So we got the three values. So just substitute those three values in the given equation. So what is the equation for finding shortest path? 1 comma 2 comma 3 comma 4. Okay, so this is the equation. The minimum is C12 plus G of 2 comma 3 comma 4 and C13 plus G of 3 comma 2 comma 4, C14 plus G of 4 comma 2 comma 3. Okay, so now just substitute those values here. So what is the C12? So from the given adjacent matrices, we have seen C12. C12 is 10. So just substitute 10. And what about G of 2 comma 3? So G of 2 comma 3 comma 4 is 25. So substitute 25. And the next is C13 is nothing but 15. And the value of G of 3 comma 2 comma 4. So the value of 3 comma 2 comma 4 is 25 we get. Just substitute that value. And C14 from the adjacent matrices is 20. And this value we get is 23. So from this we have to calculate the minimum value. Minimum of 35, 40, 43. So from all these things the minimum value is 35. Okay. So therefore optimal tour for the graph has length 35. So and the tour length is 35 and he visit the tour optimal tour is from 1 comma 2 comma 4 comma 3 comma 1. First he visit second vertex, next fourth, 4 to 3, 3 to 1 again. Okay, so this is a graph whatever we get from this graph. So 1 to 2 the cost is 10. Okay, and next 2 to 4. 2 to 4. So 1 to 2 the cost is 10. And next he goes from 2 to 4. So to 2 to 4, let us take the cost is 10. And again from 4 to 3. 4 to 3 the cost is 9. 4 to, and 3 to 1. 3 to 1 the cost is 6. Okay. 29. So the total the cost we will get is 35. Okay, so this is about so this is not 3 to 1. Okay, so this is about the traveling salesman person. Thank you.